Where did we go?
Okay. Yes, we are live actually. We are. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. We are just going to have a little quick chat. I'm going to move the how we show this so it maybe looks a little bit better like that. Perfect. So, as I was saying, thank you so much. I know it's Thanksgiving week and everyone is busy and preparing recipes and everything. So, I really, really appreciate your time and being able to share with us some of your time this evening. So, first, okay, family on the top, Kim and Daniel, and baby Matthias too.
Yes, he's
How are
everywhere.
you guys doing?
Very
Everything good,
good.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to ask you about your experience a little bit. How was when did you buy or sell with us, and how was it?
So I have to say it was one of the most wonderful experiences ever. This is our first time. This was our first time purchasing a home, looking for homes, and I have to say that you guys just made it the best experience for us. We started looking. I remember I was pregnant 1 week away from being due. And when we met with you about starting to look at houses, starting to apply for a pre approval, and I have to say the process took maybe like a month, exactly the 40 days that you had estimated. It was exactly it. We started looking, I want to say at the end of September, or no, the at the beginning of September. I'm sorry, like the second week of September, and we closed the last week in October. So it was a wonderful process. We started by talking to the team about what we were looking for in a house, and we got our list settled, and then we sent Ainoa a couple of the houses that we were interested. And right like a week after, we started looking at some houses, and literally in one day we saw 5 houses. And the very first house that we saw, it was
We fell in
amazing.
love.
I mean, it was the one. We knew it was the one. And that was it. And we put in an offer. I know it was just amazing at giving us all the tips that we could, that she could, so that we could win the offer among many. And we did exactly what she recommended, and here we are, almost a month after moving in at our new home. Anything
It's
else?
awesome. That's awesome. Well, it was a multiple offer situation, so we had to pull some strings a little bit to actually make it happen. And also, like, were you? I remember you were like somewhat looking in the past too, or like getting pre-approved in the past. Could you like tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so really we started like maybe 2 years ago. We went to a workshop that you guys offered with Realty of Chicago a couple, I want to say like 2 years ago. And that's when we started getting interested in applying for an approval. But I had really bad credit. My husband had just started building his credit. So we were having some hard times looking to get approved for a mortgage loan. And eventually, yes, I mean, we continued to work with the team. We were working with a credit agency to help boost our credit. And we just kept going through all the recommendations until, it was time for us to apply. But I want to say, and I want to thank you for being part of that process since day one, back 2 years ago, when we first met you. You were
Awesome,
very patient with us, and, here we are.
awesome. And today you're the owner of your beautiful, amazing house. So we're very, very happy for you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Awesome,
you.
awesome. Okay. Well, how about the two ladies with the little doggy? Who are you? Go for it.
Hi. So I'm Janina. This is Natalie. So we bought our current house, was it like March of this year, right at the beginning of the pandemic. So Javi and Noah was also our agent for the purchase and the selling of our previous condo. And ours was a little bit unique, where we actually refinanced with Javi. I think it was December. We were sort of just kind of testing the water, seeing what was out there, until my wife saw a unit that was that went up for like was listed, and she's like, I really need to see this place. So it was actually I was at work. Oh, and we couldn't get in. We wanted to get in like as first showing, and the realtor that we had been working on with previously essentially said, "Hey, I can't get in any earlier than the open house." And Javi's like, hold on, let me give you my contact number for my girl. She's like, she's the best. And she contacted us and was like, hey, I got you guys a showing on Saturday, and the open house was on Sunday. And so
Actually, it was Friday evening.
It was Friday.
No,
It was
remember?
Friday
it was a
evening.
Friday evening.
Yeah, we contacted Anoa Thursday. She responded to us literally within less than even like 30 minutes. It was like an immediate response. And then by Friday, she had secured a private showing for us, which was like impossible for everybody else to get done. So
Yeah.
that was definitely a
she
great
really-
first start.
And she really put you first because I was actually at work on Friday and Saturday, and Natalie had texted me. I was like, "Do you like it?" And Natalie's like, "I love it. I really want it." And I told her, I was like, "Put a bid in it." And Noah, I think, and Avi were like, "How about you let Janina see the place first before we put an offer in?" And so to essentially make sure that we were both on the same page before we put an offer in. So I saw it on Sunday, and then we put an offer in essentially that day, and it was pretty seamless. I purchased a condo on my own previous to this in 2010, and it was that was my first condo, and I felt like doing that process that almost like my realtor was kind of annoyed that I was kind of on the lower price point than what she was used to, and that she was doing me a favor by being my realtor versus like Anoa and Javi. Like I felt like we were the only clients throughout the entire process.
They really advocated for us
Yeah.
the entire time. And it was my first time going through a home buying process. So while Janina had previously been through that process, I literally had no knowledge. So I remember Noah and Javi with their like full chart, like writing out exactly, okay, we're in this step, we're going to this step next, and then we're going to this step. And it made it super nice because I had like that constant reminder. It wasn't like I had to like memorize everything for this industry. It was completely out of like my wealth of knowledge. But they made it super, super easy. And having gone through that in the midst of like the beginning of COVID and having to like restructure when we were selling our old place and going through this purchase, it was nice to have somebody like just rein in our stress and just fully make us feel confident like through that entire process, because it was already very clearly a stressful time for everybody with everything, happening and going on.
Yeah, and I think at some point Natalie actually looked at me. She's like, "This home buying process is pretty simple," and I was like, "It's not usually like this, but yeah, I'm gonna let you think that because we're always just gonna go through Javi and Anoa anyway." So yes, but home buying is super simple. And then on top of that, as a testament, so our previous condo was supposed to. We were supposed to have our open house the first day that Chicago went into full lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had no furniture. Our big furniture was in the other condo for about 6 weeks until like essentially the state allowed realtors to start showing homes again.
Mm-hmm.
And like Javi and Anoa constantly checked in on us to make sure, hey, you guys okay? Making sure that even though they had already helped us buy a bigger place, they always made sure that we were okay. And even after they sold their place, which by the way, they sold our condo in the middle of a pandemic in lockdown. Within multiple offers came in over 4 days. I think it was 5 offers or something like that. And we had our pick of who we wanted to go with. And that was impressive in a pandemic before even the rates dropped. So it made everything. I don't think we could have done it without them. No, I know we could have.
100%.
Especially during a pandemic. So
thank you very much. We
yeah.
appreciate both of you guys and everything you did.
And the sanity being in a larger condo too, having Noah, I don't know how we could have survived this long in quarantine in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house.
Without your balcony, what you did all
without the space that we have now, especially with the pups and everything. So thank you again.
But I've turned into my mother. I've told Natalie she can't use the 3rd bathroom because I'm tired of cleaning it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Donna, can you tell us? I really appreciate you being with us, especially after being at the dentist. You can talk. I can't hear you at all. Oh, let's see. I
Oh,
unmute you.
now, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I can. My microphone was on mute and it would not go back, babe. I'm talking. It would not come off. I don't know why, but yes. Hello, how are you today?
Good. How are you, my dear?
Yeah, I'm feeling though. The tooth had to get coming out,
How is
but yeah, yeah. So um, I started. I got in contact with Javier. We were just in the neighborhood looking at properties at one time, and we went to this open house, and Javier was there. Um, and we end up talking, and we decided that we wanted to start looking for properties. And my God, as was already stated before, the process, they made it so easy. It was amazing. We were actually trying to purchase some property that we were living in at the time. Um,
if you did. If you did.
and thanks to Inoa, she's like, no, 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 no. We could do better than this. And oh my God, we did. And I think it was like August, we may have seen the property because we were going out looking at different places. And I'm like, yeah, nah, nah. But it was one that my husband said, we have to go see it. I'm like, I don't want to go see it. I'm good. No, I thought I had found one that I liked. And that evening she brought us over and we were looking at it and it was like, oh my God, this is it. I'm here for life. All I had to do was walk into the kitchen and just everything just came together. And so it was pretty amazing. And what, a month and a half later, we closed. So we've been here for a year already in October. Um, and I love it. And they still are in contact. And it's like they're still there wherever I have a question or anything. They're always there to help. And I so appreciate it. They're like family now. So
You are family to us. You and all your family as well.
yes,
You have been a blessing to us.
thank you. Thank you. So yes,
Thank
I
you for
enjoyed it.
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna unmute
Hello there.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you? Who are you? And when did you purchase or sale or both?
So it's Eric here. I actually work with Javier and Ainhoa. But so the story started back in, I want to say it was around March 2018 when me and my wife decided to sell our home and get into a little bit something bigger. My wife was we were trying to grow the family. We needed something bigger, and we listed our house with a different realtor at first. But it was a pretty bad experience. The realtor actually just put the house on the market, and then went out on vacations for like a month. So there was no activity happening at all for a month. The house was just sitting on the MLS with no showings, nothing at all, no offers. There was nothing happening. And I saw an open house that you hosted, and I told my wife it looked like a really nice house. I told my wife, let's go check it out. We went there, we talked to you. Obviously there was a different energy, a different approach to things than the first realtor or the realtor that we were working with. So we decided to fire her. And instead, we asked if you could help us sell our property. And I think within the first 2 weeks, the house was already, we had multiple offers as well, I think, if I remember correctly. And within 2 weeks, we already had an accepted offer. And we were doing both, sell and a purchase at the same time. And the transition went pretty smooth. I think we closed, and it was like a month and a half later. We sold our property, and at the same time, we actually closed on the new property. And Ainoa was really hands-on throughout the whole process. Always in contact with us. She went with us to so many showings. I can't even remember how many
You
showings
are
we
the
went to.
person, you are the only person that I have shown the same house a total of 4 times. I
Yeah, that was us.
you
We were,
need to
we
see
were
the
kind of
house.
picky.
Well, because it's Thanksgiving Eve.
There you go. Yeah. So, and then that's how the process went. And I fell in love with the real estate at the time. I actually had a kind of I was kind of intrigued about the process of real estate and everything. And now I work in real estate myself, and I work with Noah and Javier.
We loved you so much, we didn't want to let you go.
Right?
No, for real. He was looking for a career change, and the opportunity presented itself. And that's what I mean. At the end of the day, this business is also relationships. Is
Yes.
business of building those relationships, eh, growing with each other, become part of a family. All of you guys have invited us to something for your family, some venue, some birthdays, like baby showers, like all these things. And we are extremely happy that you guys think of us, because we wouldn't be here selling houses if people wouldn't trust us with those needs. And you guys did. So we are forever grateful for that. And today was just all about you, just about spotlight a little bit and see just how your experience was. These might help other people that they are now in the process. They are getting pre-approved, or they are getting already in the process, or they are under contract right now. And hopefully they are watching us. I haven't even watched my Facebook to see if there is any comment or questions or anything. I'm terrible at that right now. I think it's happening. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much, especially tonight, right before Thanksgiving, for joining us and continuing this relationship for the years to come. I would love to be part of your lives. And same for our team, Javier, Nancy, Eric, everyone. Now that we are growing, we would like to keep you guys in our lives. And hopefully next year, the events coming back, we will be able to do our yoga appreciation, our summer parties, and all the rest of the events, and hopefully be able to hug each other very soon. So I want to leave it here. Wish you all a beautiful Thanksgiving. Stay home. The very small gatherings. Be safe and be kind to each other. And just let's be very blessed and tell the world that we are blessed and continue to bless each other. Thank you so much again for your time and for joining us today. This was beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you, Javier. Thank you, everyone.